Hello, welcome to episode 3 of High Speed Hangover podcast. This is Liam Fra. What?
Liam Fra? Don't you mean Gimp Master Fra?
Oh, yeah. That is so 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you're no longer the Gimp Master. You're now the Limp Master.
Yeah, because I've got a limp wrist from masturbating so hard.
That's the one. And I'm DJ Grey, and you're listening to High Speed Hangover! Okay, welcome once again, and we're going to kick off the show with what we're going to kick it off with. A bit of thrash.
Yeah.
A bit of violent thrash, I think.
Death Thrash!
Death Thrash.
Now, this is an awesome Death Thrash band from London, originating from South America.
Yeah.
Awesome South American metal, because South American metal kicks you right in the balls.
No prisoners.
Now, this is Necrorizer, and this song is from their violent album. It's called Suicide!
Suicide! Ouch! Yeah, good stuff. That was Necrorizer there, taken from their album Violent, and the song was called Suicide! Yeah, you enjoyed that?
Totally, yeah.
Good band live
That
as
is
well.
a very violent album. So violent, makes violence look like they're non-violent
Like
in
peace.
comparison.
It makes violence look like peace in comparison.
Yeah.
That's how violent that is. Okay, well, I'm going to move on now. I'm going to play a bit of black metal. Well, if we've had any black metal on our show yet. It's kind of evil.
No.
Evil black metal.
E-L-T.
Yes, evil. Anyway, this is a band from a mate of mine called Aaron, and he's got a band called Hokey Dun.
Sorry I haven't bought your album.
Yeah, but I bought your album, so that's why I'm playing it now. And anyway, so this is Hokey Dun. I'm not sure that's pronounced properly. I think it probably is, because I can't think of any other way you could pronounce that. Anyway, and the song is called Severely Suffered, and it's taken off their little EP, which is called Vanished Away in Tranquility.
Evil!
Enjoy.
That was Hokey Dun with their song Severely Suffered from their Vanished Away in Tranquility demo. A good demo, so get it.
Yeah,
buy it.
You can get in touch with Aaron online on Facebook, of course. We'll leave all the information for all the bands on the podcast page. You can go on there and check out the links to all the bands that we feature on today's show, as per usual. And we're going to talk about a little gig that's coming up now, because this little gig ties into something that's the next song we're going to play. This gig is coming up on Saturday at the Unicorn, and it's a good old thrash event featuring many, many great bands. Headlining, you have Attackhead from USA, being ably supported by
Abaddon from the UK.
Yes, they're a good band. And before that, Divine Chaos, who we've seen a few times as well. And of course, after we've got
Cremated,
Thrash Ain't Dead, as they always tell us. And then we've got Crypsis, who I think we featured on last week's show.
Yep.
Yep. And Exterminus, a band we haven't seen yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Exterminus is 2 old members from the thrash band Rager.
Oh, right, yeah, I've seen them before. Yeah, they were quite good. Right, but opening the show is the band we're going to feature next on this show, this radio show. And they are...
Terradrone!
Yes, Terradrone. And the song we're going to play is called...
Unleash the
Terror! Unleash the Terror! By Terradrone.
Because they're terrifying.
But they don't drone. Okay, that was a little bit of Terradrone there. A song called Unleash the Terror. Now, it doesn't say here what album that was on. Was that an album? Was it a free download, or what is that?
It was just a downloadable track which may be on a upcoming release that they might do. I don't know myself. I've got to ask them.
Yeah, cool. Well, check out their Facebook page, and I dare say you'll be able to download some more of their stuff or buy some more of their stuff off them once it's available. Or even better, get to the gig on Saturday and you can ask them in person, and you can see them live as well. Talking of Saturday, the Metal Perv TV cameras will be there, and we'll be doing our best to capture some footage and hopefully get a couple of interviews with some of the bands there as well. This next song, it's not actually dedicated, but it goes out to Head Trip and Rebecca from Metal Perv TV. Congratulations on the Bambino. This song,
not born yet.
No, on the Bambino, being good and healthy and all that, and looking forward to Bambino in the mosh pit at some point. Yeah. Obviously, when it's no longer a Bambino and it's grown up a bit.
No, I want to see the baby stage dive.
Yeah, that might be a bit dangerous. I think they're a bit more responsible than that. Anyway, this song is it's not really actually baby related. This song, we're just bunging this song anyway. It's by Big Toe of all bands. They're a death metal band. They're rather interesting, quite fun. This is off their EP called None More Putrid, and this track is called Where the Bloody Hell's Jesus Got To?
Where is he anyway?
Who knows? Listen to the song.
Jesus, where are you?
Jesus! Listen to the song and maybe you'll find out, but I suspect you probably won't.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have you seen Jesus anywhere? No, I haven't. I thought he was with you.
milk. He may go off in the hot weather, but he will always be back on your doorstep in the morning. Last night I attended a rave at a warehouse in Hereford. Thenceforth I boxed till daybreak in single-minded pursuit of the groove. Jesus didn't dance.
Okay, that was Where the Bloody Hell Was Jesus Got To by Big Toe from their No More Putrid demo, which was released in 2010, 3 years ago. They haven't done a thing since. And
I did have one compilation track on a compilation.
What year did that compilation come out in?
I'm not sure. It'll probably come out, I don't know, a year after or something like that. But that was, I can't remember what it's called now, The Rise of the Terror Bums or something like that. I don't bloody remember. Rise of the Terror something or others. And I've got that track somewhere, actually. I'll have to dig that out and maybe play that on another show. And anyway, just to confirm as well, it was Big Toe, not Little Toe.
I said Big Toe.
Yeah, not Middle Toe. Not the second toe on the left, but Big Toe, and only Big Toe. Yeah, okay. Right, so what are we going to play next?
Yeah.
Actually, before we play something else, let's just do a little bit of a gig rundown. We already mentioned the gig on Saturday, but we didn't actually say what Saturday it was, so you could be listening to this in 3 weeks' time, and you're thinking it means, oh, this Saturday, but it's not. It's Saturday the 27th of July. That gig.
In 2013.
Yeah,
just in case anybody listens to it in 2014 and goes, oh, look, awesome Thrash gig.
You've missed it. If you're listening to this in 2014, you've missed this gig. If you're listening to it before this Saturday, which is the 27th of July, then get your asses down there and watch that gig. And other gigs that you can go to in the local area, which is London, on Tuesday the 30th of July, you've got Anvil with Assenville and Screamer at the Garage.
Anvil? What the fuck? I never knew about that.
Yeah, I only heard about it the other day. I was kind of thinking about maybe
well, no wonder why they're not the biggest band in the world.
Well, maybe if the people heard about their gigs better, then maybe they'll get more people there, but who knows.
They still get shitty promotion.
Anyway, who else is playing soon?
Cremated, Halo, whatever. Avenge the Name, spelled Naime.
That's at the Beacon Court in Gillingham. Yeah. And then on August the 2nd, Friday, August the 2nd, 2013, Do-It-Yourself Fast Donkeys Final Fight, which features a few bands, Noise Complaint, Dysteria, Nebuchadnezzar were going to play it, but apparently they're no longer playing it, but they're putting a few more bands on. The final lineup hasn't been decided yet. That's going to be at the Unicorn in Camden. And then coming up, you've got, let's see, what else is there worth talking about? We've got coming up on, Blairfest. You've got, is it Blair or Blur? Blairfest, which is a double day event, again at the Unicorn, I think. And that's on the 10th and the 11th of August. And it's featuring a whole host of interesting bands. You've got Afternoon Gentlemen, Live It, Some Insats, Corrupt Mole, Alter, Get Worse, Confined, Dead Like Me, Black Fang, Atrocity Exhibit, Meadows, I Like Bugs, Bond Gobbling, Maguda Grind, Coffins, Oblivionized, Atomk, Human Coal, Eviscerax, Werewolf, Manhand, Shut In, and Skylark.
And that took the breath out of Grey.
It certainly did. Alright, next song is going to take your breath away, and Mr. Fra is going to introduce it.
Yeah, this song is called Maniac by Blood Vera. That was my bad German/Asian sort of voice.
That was a really, really pathetic accent.
Kind of sounded like Jimmy Savile.
You should sound like this. This is Blood Vera. That kind of sounds like Transylvanian, doesn't it?
Fuck it, just play the band. Awesome
Blood
band.
Vera, Maniac.
Let's just play the band.
Okay.
Woman says I'm done. Fight with disbelief, destroy this alive. Why we do this? Rest will say them all. Destroying with the shrine. Kill them all more. We become the savages, no better than before.
right, that was Maniac by Bloodvera, or Bloodvera, if you like to pronounce it in a Transylvanian accent, or Das was Bloodvera, if you like to do it in a German accent. Or if you don't want to do it in any accent at all, it's just Bloodvera. And I don't know why we keep doing accents, because we're daft and we're in a very hot, sweaty bedroom, and the heat has got to our heads probably.
Yep,
and
we're in a very manly bedroom that belongs to me. Just on the bed, having so much fun. No gay references at all. Just two men on a bed.
I feel even dirtier now that he's said it like that. Yes, no, we're not. We're in the studio. We're in the High Speed Hangover podcast studio.
My bed.
Yeah, alright then. Alright, it's my turn to choose a song this time, and I'm going to go back into the midst of time. This is a band that I loved for many, many years. In fact, my first ever mention on a thanks list was on one of their demos, and it said Graham Fraser, and I was like, yeah, I've been mentioned on a demo, I can't believe it. Anyway, it wasn't this demo, but anyway, this is a song of theirs called Manifestations. The band are called Sniper, and they've actually just had an album come out. They recorded an album back 20 years ago, and it never saw the light of day. Then all of a sudden it's been released on Mosh Tunage Records, and I think it's called Manifestations. So you can pick up that album from Mosh Tunage if you're interested. Now, I actually prefer the demo versions, but I suppose it's because I've been listening to them for 20 years, so I'm used to them. So this is the demo version of Manifestations by Sniper.
That was Manifestation by Sniper.
Right out, my evil ones, cause decay, manifestations!
And that was released in the late 80s, maybe early 1990s.
No, I think that was about 88, 89, that was, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, that's why I said late 80s, early 90s.
No, it wasn't early 90s, it was definitely late 80s. I'm pretty definitely sure it was late 80s.
Whatever!
It was a good bloody song, and you should go and check out their album on Mosh Tunage if you've not heard them before. Good bloody band. What are we playing now, Mr. Farrar?
This band is called Vindicator, also known as Vindicator UK, because there was another band called Vindicator.
Yeah, I think there was a Vindicator, another Thrash Vindicator.
That's why they're called Vindicator UK.
Yeah, but no, I think there's a UK Vindicator as well. I'm sure there was a UK Vindicator many moons ago. Anyway, that's hardly important. What's the name of the song?
The Crucified Priest.
Okay, and what's the album called?
Undead in Leather.
Ah, nice. Do you reckon they wear gimp suits?
Hope so.
Zombie gimp suits. Mr. Fry likes it. That was Vindicator UK, and that track was called Crucified Priest. The Crucified Priest, and the album was called Undead in Leather.
It is not an album, it's a little EP single.
Alright, the EP was called Undead in Leather. Right, we're going to mention a couple more gigs now. So we're going to open up our little Facebook page and look down at some gigs. And there are some cracking gigs coming up. We've got Monday the 12th of August, Dying Fetus. And they're playing at the Camden Barfly. And that is with good friends of ours, Basement Torture Killings and Desecration and Regurgitate Life. And then after that there is another gig the day after, which is jolly good, and Mr. Farrar's going to tell you all about it.
Now, I will not be attending this gig because of probably money-wise and whatnot.
Yes.
Exodus at the Camden Underworld, and they are playing with...
I think it's the Shrapnel.
And
that's it so far. I don't think any other bands have been confirmed yet.
No other bands.
No other bands have been confirmed. That's not a very good show, is it? But whoever it is, I'm sure it's going to be jolly good. And so that's at the Underworld on Tuesday the 13th of August. And then on Wednesday the 14th of August, there's Crow, Neon Halo and Vulgate at the Unicorn. Now, there's another gig just before that Dying Fetus gig. It's quite a big gig up in Derbyshire way. It's a little thing called Bloodstock.
What? No.
Yes, Bloodstock 2013.
I'm a wreck because I can't go. I feel so suicidal every day. And
We're not going this time.
Drink myself to death.
It's the first time in about a decade that I've not gone to Bloodstock. That's including the indoor ones. But this year, we just couldn't fucking well afford it. Fuck you, Cameron. Fuck you, Conservatives. Give me a fucking pay rise, you
I'm going to cut
bastards.
my wrist.
Yes, Liam's going to top himself. All very sad, but then he'll miss 2014 as well if he does that, so maybe he'll change his mind. Anyway, because we're sad here, sad and miserable, we're going to play a bit of Doom Death for you. It's another blast from the past, a band I used to do a couple of gigs for. I used to do a couple of gigs with these guys, and I used to put them on my Brain Dead Club as well. They're called Hexecution, and this is a little track off of their demo called Epitaph for a Shallow Grave. And this track is kind of like what me and Mr. Farrar have got. It's called Diseased Minds.
The reason to die cannot change what's already been done. Emotionless, no feeling inside. Passion without terror, love but night. Memories of love, no matter how fucking kind. This is mine. Something carnage, terminate the innocent. This is mine. Something carnage, terminate the innocent.
Okay, that was
Execution!
Diseased Minds.
Epitaphs for a Shallow Grave.
That is the name of the album, by the way.
It was a demo, but yeah, that was the name of it. Quite a long time ago, but so I first met Schizo from Execution when we was a two-man mosh pit, just me and him at the Walthamstow Royal Standard, moshing to Cerebral Fix. That was a pretty good night, that was.
Cerebral Fix, not Cerebral Fix.
Cerebral Fix, you say potato, I say potato, but don't tell me about tomatoes because I hate tomatoes.
We may have to feature them on our podcast.
Who, Cerebral Fix or tomatoes? I like tomatoes.
Both. A bit of both.
Oh, I like Cerebral Fix, but I don't like tomatoes. Anyway, what should we do now? Should we play another song?
Yep.
That makes a good idea for a podcast, to play new songs. What should we play next?
Okay, now this is a really solid thrash band from America, USA. I think they're from Austin, Texas. So I might be wrong, so I hope the members don't take offence if I get their details wrong.
Yeah, they're going to come and stripe you for playing the wrong blinking town on their blinking on our podcast.
Nah, I met these. I don't know these guys, but I met them from a thrash forum, a group called Thrashers, and they posted their band, and they said, "Hey man, give this a listen." And I listened to it, and I thought, "Fucking hell, your band's awesome, man."
I hope that's a Texas
You gotta play-
accent you just did then.
You got to play the UK sometime.
Hey man.
No, I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to piss these guys off. Now, this song is called King's Fate, and hopefully one day Death Razor can play the UK and gain a huge UK following.
Death Razor! Okay, that was King's Fate by Death Razor. You're listening to High Speed Hangover Podcast with DJ Grey and...
Liam, I hate gimp suits, Fra.
You hate gimp suits?
Yeah.
But, WTF, OMG?
Yeah, I know. Change of the times, man, change of the times.
And from now on, you're known as Liam Fairy Cakes Fra.
That has a nice ring to it.
I like that. Liam Fairy Cakes Fra. Right, Fairy Cakes, the next song we're going to play is by good friends of mine, band called...
And mine.
Oh, and yours? Well, they say when they've told me they don't actually like you, actually.
They're in love with me. Every Bloodwork member has a poster of me on their bedroom walls.
Ah, I see.
Even the married dudes.
Especially the married dude, surely.
Oh, they tell their wives how much they love Liam Fra. They say, oh, that dude that done the Cheesy What's It song, man. Oh, I'm in love with him. Sorry, wife. Gotta leave you.
Okay, fair enough. Right, Bloodwork, I do apologise for this, but Mr. Fairy Cakes Fra has spoken as well. Right, this is Bloodwork. This is their album World Without End, and the track is the title track, World Without End, by Bloodwork. Jolly, jolly good it is too, and they
Praise the Lord.
They don't really have pictures of Fra on their walls, honestly. They don't. At least I don't think they do.
Okay, that was World Without End by Bloodwork. Now, thinking it through. I do apologise the weird things I said about the Bloodwork members. I hope they don't take offence to it, and I hope their wives don't kill me or anything like
I
that.
think that you should be very, very, very upset with yourself for what you said about them having pictures of you up on their wall. Everybody knows it's pictures of me they have on their wall.
What? Why the fuck would they do that?
Because I'm a handsome man with a beard
Yeah.
and moobs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves a moob.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, Bloodwork with World Without End, and that is available from their band page, I should think. We'll put all the links up on the old podcast page as usual. I think their album has been released now, and it's actually on nice shiny vinyl. We did an interview with Mike from Bloodwork on Metal Perv TV. You can go and check that out if you're interested, find out more about their great band.
Shout out to Mr. B and James Murbox and all
Mr. B.
James Murbox and all the Bloodwork posse.
Jeffrey in the house.
The Bloodwork posse.
Yeah, man, and the other guy whose name I can't remember.
Jeff.
Ben.
No,
Bob.
Ben Rushworth or something.
John. Oh yeah,
John Rushworth. Sorry,
Yeah,
John.
I even forgot about him.
Sorry, John. Please don't.
Even I was thinking about.
John, I apologise. Please don't take offence.
Shall we move on with the next band before we offend them?
Yep.
Shall I go? Who's on next?
The next band is an awesome, fucking awesome thrash band from my neck of the woods, or our neck of the woods, London. This is Cremated. Now their mission and destiny.
Ain't dead.
Calm down. Their mission and destiny is to bring back the new wave of old thrash. Don't really understand. Maybe it's just old thrash or something. I don't know.
The old wave of thrash new. The
Thrash,
new old thrash
basically,
wave.
it's thrash inspired by crust punk. So basically, they're crust thrash.
Thrash.
Yeah. Anyways, this song is an awesome song. Now, it's not the obvious song Thrash Ain't Dead, because everyone knows that song. That song is kind of mainstream. So, this song is called Mechanized Bloodbath!
Yeah.
I fucking love it, you cunts!
Pulsating soft blood.
Alright, that was Mechanized Bloodbath by Cremated. They're another band who are playing at the Unicorn at this Thrashall Day, which is the 27th of July, which is this month, 2013. So if you're listening to this in the year 2525, you've missed it by quite a lot. But I wonder what the band's like in 2525. Could be interesting, couldn't they? Yeah. Anyway, we're coming up to the last song of the show now. I've been DJ Grey, and my compatriot here has been Liam. Can't decide what my nickname is. Fra.
I am back to Liam Gimpmeister Fra. I have returned to form just to gain my old classic fan base back and to gain all my friends who love the gimp suit. And yeah, Hedrip Higgins loves this.
Yes, he likes gimp suits as well.
I don't know. I
Or
don't
does he like
him.
the fact that you wear a gimp suit and lose all your friends because you've got a gimp suit on?
He just finds me funny for some reason.
He finds you attractive in a gimp suit.
Nah.
I didn't think so. Okay, this is the last song of the show now. We're going to play out a little bit of thrash. Some thrash from Norwich, or is it Ipswich? Norwich, Ipswich, one of them two
Same
places.
difference.
Yeah, they're all the same out there in Webtoe land.
In the bloody southern area.
Yeah, in Suffolk, whatever it is.
No offence to our southern friends.
No, I think they're actually north from London.
The tractor line.
Anyway, yeah, Tractor fans. All you Tractor fans out here, this is a band you probably know. They're called Kilohertz. They're an awesome band. We've seen them play a couple of times at Unicorn.
They've been around since 2008, in case anyone didn't know that.
Right, apparently they've been around since 2008, if anyone knew or didn't care or whatever. Anyway, so that's the end of the show now. The Dead Are Coming by Kilohertz, taken from their little promo demo. And we'll be back again at the... What is it now? It's the end of July now. We're back again about the...
Beginning of August.
Beginning of August, yeah. We might be doing every I think we might do 3 a month
3
now.
times a month, yeah.
3 times a month, yeah. I think it's 3 times a month, High Speed Hangover podcast. Okay, bye!
Yeah, enjoy the song. If you don't, I will sexually assault you. Bye.
The Dead will rape your ass.